Hello, welcome to this No Terminals mix match against SSounder. I'm, as always, Shanahan. SSounder was also second in their division in the group stage. They did quite a bit better in score, so they end up being the 2 seed in this bracket of 16, and I'm the 7 seed. I beat Terracubus in my first match, and it's a match to 2.5, so don't look ahead in the playlist and see how many games there are, in case that spoils things for you. It's no terminals mix, so there are no terminals anywhere. So you can always play all the cards that you have if you'd like to, other than the green ones, which are worth points. Populate seems pretty good here. You're getting 7 things. Yeah, Populate seems pretty good here. Trashing is pretty weak. You can trash your estates with Transmogrify and Raise, which you certainly want to do fairly quickly. Maybe you get Fairy on something. Fairy on Minion, perhaps? The advantage to Fairy on Minion is you can get a bunch of them and start getting coins, and then once you get to Populate, you can get Candlestick Maker, then you can start adding in actions. I think buying a potion to go for the Scrying Pool deck is just going to be too slow. You should be able to Transmogrify, Raise kind of stuff, and get thin enough that you can hit your price points. Relic is a pretty strong card, as always, so you probably want to pick up a Relic fairly quickly, just to get that attack in. How does Relic interact with Minion? Pretty well, actually. Normally what will happen is you will play the Relic, and then when you play your Minion, they'll only have 4 cards, and they'll play a card that draws. So they'll play like a Highway Advisor, whatever. They'll only draw 1 card. They won't draw a card off it because the Relic is in play. If they don't actually play any plus cards during their turn, then the Relic doesn't have any effect because the next turn they've only got 4 cards for Minion. But you could play the Relic again and hit him again. So that's nice. So I think you got to open Transmogrify here. I think I want to open Transmogrify Raise. Just try to get as thin as I can, as quickly as I can. Here I'll pick up a Candlestick Maker. Candlestick Maker is decent with Minion. It's the source of plus buy, so that's going to be good. And it's obviously, once you start getting to Populate, build the Scrying Pool, you can also bank that coffer until you can hit to 10 for Populate. Populate gives you 7 actions, and if you have too many Transmogrifies, you can always turn Random Advisors or Raises into some other engine piece that you prefer to have, or Transmogrify into Minion or Highway. You can kind of build to a Highway Megaturn type of thing here, with a bunch of Highways and Candlestick Makers to get a bunch of provinces. I've already got the Raise. I may not even get to see my Raise or estate next turn, which is unfortunate, but that's how it goes sometimes. Here I'll pick up a silver. Probably pick up a silver, trash a copper, Fairy on Minion. Makes the most sense to me. Again, I just want to get a bunch of minions quickly for the coins and draw. Pick up a Relic along the way and try to spike 10. Gold will be good for that, so I might actually pick up a gold along the way just to help me spike 10. They're probably a little bit ahead here, able to trash 2. I could also go into Candlestick Maker. I wonder if that's better already. I think the silver's going to be better. They were able to trash two things. I was only able to trash 1, which is a little bit sad. And I'm not seeing my Raise here, so I'm going to be behind on trashing by a decent amount. I am going to have the Minion before them. They got an early Highway in turn 4. Huh. It seems real early to get a Highway here. It seems like Relic or Minion are doing a lot more work at this point. And now I'll just start loading up on Minions. Hopefully, I do actually have an estate, the bottom 2, so I'll be able to turn that into an action next turn. If I draw a Minion, I'll probably turn it into a Candlestick Maker. They ferried the Highways, which is, again, it feels a bit aggressive to me, but we'll see. Here I'll turn the estate to Candlestick Maker, trash a copper, and draw 4. Yeah, they got a plus buy now. Again, they're a little bit ahead because they were able to trash more effectively than I was. So this game may be maybe over very quickly. 6. So with 6, I can go just another minion, I guess. And if they draw their candlestick makers here, I'm in a lot of trouble. Yeah, I don't know. It all just kind of spiraled downhill. I did not like the highway on turn 3, but the ability to transmogrify into candlestick makers is nice. Finding actions to play. If I can spike populate next turn, but they're just buying 2 highways here, so their next turn should be pretty bad. This was all of their highways this turn, but they're going to have a significant advantage in cost reduction. Be able to buy a lot of provinces at once. This is coins and discard. Trash a copper. Discard candlestick maker. Okay, this was the dream. You click populate. I don't care what the order is. End turn. Okay, so feeling pretty good about that now. I have a transmogrify down to. I can consider turning this like raise into a candlestick maker perhaps, or this silver into a something. I thought they were going to have missed their highways. I'm a little bit confused how they played all their highways both turns in a row. I've missed something here, but that's fairly normal for me. So I can transmogrify something into something. Copper into, so silver into candlestick maker is what I'm thinking about doing. I don't really want the treasures anymore. Kill a copper, discard. And again, we're just kind of repeating the pattern. Play the scrying pool, top deck, discard. Okay, this seems to be going pretty well. Play the advisor. I assume they'll deny me the raise. Makes sense. So 5 buys and 10 money. So I can either go for another populate. Another populate feels pretty good. I'm still low on plus buys, but they don't have much draw. And I'm going to just have a ton of draw now. So if they don't get a great turn off next turn, I can even potentially threaten piles myself. As minions, highways, and candlestick makers are both really, really low. And I can pretty easily hit 10 again. I added at least 3 money to my deck with the minion and the candlestick maker. These raises will probably get churned up here into something. I don't think they can really touch the highways and the candlestick maker piles. It's too easy for me to gain those things. Yeah, this feels like it should be fairly easy for me to find a pile out. I have 3 candlestick makers, so I have 4 buys, and I have this gain from the transmogrify. I'll have 2 highways in play. So the candlestick makers are 1, and I would have to gain 2 minions for 2 each. 2 minions for 3 each, and then buy a... that feels a little bit out of reach. That needs... how much money? That needs 16 money. I don't think I'm going to be able to find 16 money on my turn. I could also transmogrify into a highway here, knowing that they don't have that many buys, and I don't think they have a transmogrify down, and just buy a bunch of green cards. So let's do that. Turn transmogrify into a highway. I'll play this advisor, just see what happens. Okay, they'll discard my minion here, which is quite reasonable. And I'm basically looking for my scrying pools. Oh, yeah, there it is. Top deck, discard. This is sort of the amazing thing about the populate populate deck, is it just kind of explodes at this point. So I can play all the Candlestick Makers. I think I will save this. Oh, I have 6 buys now. And how much money? Oh, the raise didn't work. Okay. That was silly. Raise does not work when you have highways in play. Good to know. But I have enough highways in play. My minions cost 0. So I can populate once. I'm going to be 1 gain short, it looks like. A minion and a Candlestick Maker. I get 2 with the populate, but yeah, I get 2 with the populate, but I leave the piles open. Yeah, so I could just like populate province here. Their last turn, you know, they don't have a ton of buys. They can't hit 10 to get populates. They only have 2 Candlestick Makers. So populate province seems like a good enough line. And then province. And I don't think I need to add estates here. I could add some estates, but I think they only have 3 Candlestick Makers, so they only have 4 gains. So even if they gain 4 provinces, I should be able to gain something like 4 provinces on my next turn. Although that seems a little iffy given I was hoping to see. I don't know what I was hoping to see. I've got these transmogs down. The transmog down I can do something with. Yeah, they realized the same thing I did, that the trashing is not working with raise. So yeah, I guess the pace of they picked up a lot of the highways early, but once I was able to populate, the pace of my deck just kind of shot forward. I was pretty worried there for a couple of turns, and I've got a fairly trivial 3-pile here. I'll turn this like advisor into a minion to start. And the scrying pools obviously are very, very powerful when your deck when you're buying 7 actions a turn. So in this deck of 29 cards, I've got 23 or 24 actions. Advisor into a minion. Top deck, discard. Top deck, discard. Just go ahead and play these now the normal way. Yeah, this all seems to have come together pretty nicely. This is plenty to buy, and actions. I can just populate random order and then pick up the last 2 piles. I counted 1 buy shorts after. Okay, well, first win goes to me, and I will see you in game 2.